Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you all are doing good and well. If you are brand new here, my name is Nikki, and in today's video we are doing my third installment of my comparison slash Destash series. So I don't know if another one will be coming soon after this one, because to my knowledge all the comparisons that I can think of are done in these 3 videos. But you know, as I get through my 1250 bottle collection, we will see about that. This most likely won't be the last one, but these are just the 3 videos that I could think of where I have the closest polishes in my collection to think about destashing, because as I said, when my collection gets over 1,000, I have to do some comparisons and wearing, see what I like, and you know, see what I can give away or sell, all that jazz. So we only have 3 rows here. There is none after this 3rd row, so that's really nice. And I have majority of them. I don't think I have this Leesha's Lacquers one swatched, because I do, well, swatched on a swatch wheel. I did get it in PR, and it's a stunning sapphire shimmery blue. Has the other 4 at the top, but anyhow, let's just get into it. And hopefully you guys can, you know, help me out too. I plan to do a lot of mismatch manis. I have been doing that in the summer, and I did some in October as well. By the way, happy Halloween. And I'm just excited to, you know, see what I like, see what I don't, and go from there. So let's just get into it. So the first 2 I have here, one comes from KB Shimmer. This is called Kinda Shady. And Lemming Lacquer's All I Really Want. And one and only from the brand that shamefully I haven't tried yet. I put it on last year's Halloween rack and just haven't got around to it. But this one is more of a multi-chrome. And this one is definitely a shimmer. So they are different finishes, but they have the same vibe, the color going on, sapphire blue, beautiful. The Lemming Lacquer is definitely not going anywhere, because I've seen this compared to Mooncat's House of Hades, and this one covers very well, better than that one. I think House of Hades takes about 4 coats. Yeah, that's a no-no for the price. And KB Shimmer, I don't have a lot of their multi-chromes, but, well, this is actually more of a duochrome, but I have Lights Out from them, and I love that one. But this one is more just a sapphire blue multi-chrome. Like, you can see a bit of the shifts at the bottom of the bottle there, but I know they don't come out as well on the nails. So that is Kinda Shady and All I Really Want. You can see how different they are. But I'm leaning towards destashing the KB Shimmer, because I like how much shimmer and how glowy this sapphire one is from Lemming Lacquer. So I'm probably going to destash the KB Shimmer and keep the Lemming Lacquer. Next 2 sapphire blues come from ILNP and Leesha's Lacquer, now rebranded to Waboo's Cosmetics. This is Midnight Kiss and Mittens to Kittens. It could be Mittens to Kittens, I really don't know. But I haven't got the ILNP on my nails yet, but I have got the Leesha's Lacquer, and man, it is even more glowy than the Lemming Lacquer. I don't know if I can get rid of either of these, to be honest. They're both shimmers, but this one clearly has more, like a ton more, and you can just see the way it's moving around in the bottle. And it has a really great formula as well. Takes about 3 coats, but I don't mind, because man, it is worth all the effort. As for Midnight Kiss, well, it remains an untried, so I'm not too sure yet. So these 2 will have to be a mismatch mani, but I see myself destashing the ILNP and keeping the Leesha's Lacquer. So that is Midnight Kiss. You can see it's not as glowy as the Lemming Lacquer, and definitely not anywhere of the glow factor in the KB Shimmer, but they're all very different, you know, not very different, but different enough to keep. They all got different vibes going on, so they're not as similar as I thought. But I'm leaning towards definitely destashing the KB Shimmer, as I said, and possibly ILNP's Midnight Kiss, but we shall see. Blue is one of my favorite colors of polishes to wear on my nails, so we'll see about that one. Next 3 are our Halloween glowy beauties. We have Fair Maiden's Mindfreak, Monarch Lacquer's Eerie Embers of Salem, and Polish for Days Jack-o'-lantern. So I really thought these 2 would be so similar to each other, but all of these are staying, because look at them. I've only worn the Fair Maiden one once, but it was when my nails weren't in the best shape, so I want to give it another try, but I know I'm going to love it. And Eerie Embers of Salem, already one of my favorites that I've ever purchased from Polish Pickup. So for the Polish for Days, it's actually my least favorite out of the 3 to wear. I didn't find the factor on this that wow, but I do still like it, so I am going to keep it. I wore it last Halloween, and I did like it, just not as much as the Monarch, because the Monarch just has so much dimension to it, and how big the matte black circle glitters are in this one really amp up the polish. It really does look like embers on your nails. So the polish name does speak true to the vibe of the whole polish. These are great Halloween flakies. That's all 3 of them on the swatch wheel there. That is Mindfreak, that's Jack-o'-lantern, and that one is Eerie Embers of Salem. So you know what I'm saying, how big the matte glitters are. Beautiful polishes. But if I had to get rid of one, it'd probably be the Polish for Days, because these two are different enough where I can keep them both. But this one doesn't have that wow factor that I wanted, but it's still a gorgeous orange flaky. A little secret, I'm probably going to keep all 3. Third comparison, we have Mooncat's Tectonic Shift and KB Shimmer's Go Big or Gourd Home. So this one is in a matte finish. This one is in a shimmer finish. I have tried the Mooncat, and it's a gorgeous shifty beauty. Such a good polish. I tried it in May of this year, and I haven't tried the KB Shimmer yet, but they do have the same vibe going on, except one dries matte and one doesn't. So I think the shimmer in them are both prominently strong. I mean, it's really hard to say which one is stronger because they're both so evident. So let's have a look on the swatch wheel. So there is Tectonic Shift, and that is Go Big or Gourd Home. So really, this is going to come down to a mismatch mani and wear time for these. I will put a swatch of Tectonic Shift. Has a glossy finish. You can see it looks pretty similar to Go Big or Gourd Home. So if you guys did miss out on Tectonic Shift, Go Big or Gourd Home is a perfect alternative for it. And of course, you could put a matte top coat on it, so you know it can have the same effect as Tectonic Shifts. You should really do that with all your shimmers, because shimmers matte are beautiful. So these ones, like I said, wear test, and just that's what it's going to come down to, really, because at the end of the day, I don't need both of these. Next 2 comparisons we have are all blue shimmers, and the first is Crack Polish's PB and BlueJay. In the middle, we have Mooncat Sabertooth, which came out in the same collection as Tectonic Shift, so it is another matte finish, and Wildflower Lacquer's Moonstone. So these are definitely not as similar as I thought. Moonstone and Sabertooth would be very similar, but there's a lot more blue in this one and a lot more white in the base in this one, with that really strong blue shimmer. This one is like a blue slate gray. Oh, I love all 3 of these. They are staying with me. They're definitely different enough to keep in my collection, but let's just look at the comparison. So there we have Crack Polish, Mooncat, and Wildflower Lacquer, now alone has Royal Elite, as everybody knows now. These are all different, and they're all beautiful. They all deserve a spot in my collection, so those are staying, but I thought that was a really nice comparison. Next to here, we have Wildflower Lacquer's Picture It Sicily 1922, and Moonshine Mani's, forgot where the name was, The Boy Who Lived 2.0. So these are incredibly similar, but there is a lot more shimmer in the Moonshine Mani. I only have 5 Moonshine Manis in my collection. I don't know, something about the brand doesn't always wow me, but you know, I really like her Dupe It series. Phoebe gets A+ for that series. It is an awesome thing that she thought of, and I think everybody really gravitates towards those. But anyhow, these have the same vibe going on. I got this as a gift, and I bought this when this polish came back because I really, really wanted it. So let's just have a look on the swatch wheel. So there is Picture It Sicily and the Moonshine Mani. Both of them are really gorgeous, except the shimmer in the Moonshine Mani is a bit more sparse and a bit more elevated, I think, in the light. And this one, the shimmer is not as spread out. So, I mean, they're definitely different enough to keep. So again, it comes down to another mismatch mani. But which one out of these 2 do you guys like better? I'd like to know. I think I like how strong the shimmer is in that navy blue deep base. Oh, it's gorgeous, this one. It has so many shifts. And this one doesn't have as many shifts. So I'm leaning towards destashing the Moonshine Mani, but you know, we'll see when it comes down to the wear test. Another 2 we have are both one and onlys. This is Vapid Lacquer's Corpse Flower and Nvr Enuff Polish's Windbreaker. So these are quite similar. They have the same type of base color and the same shift, but this one has small micro blue glitters and this one has flakies that shift from purple to blue to a bit of pink. They both are staying. I love colors like this. I mean, they could kind of be compared to the last two I showed you, but not really, because they're both equally different. I just love, but I think I do like this one more because of the mini micro blue glitters in there. Just really set something in the background that makes you want to stare at this all day long. So let's have a look. So that is the Vapid, and that is the Nvr Enuff. Oh man, flakies and glitters, like these are definitely both staying. I love them equally. The flakies in here kind of look a bit like Embers because they're so sparsed out. It's a really pretty polish, like, and very unique too. It was incredibly shifty, even more shifty than the Nvr Enuff. So I think they're both gonna stay. Next two come from Zombie Claw and Fair Maiden. This is called Apocalypse, and the Fair Maiden is called You Can Call Me Green Bean. Oh man, these two are great. I love the colors of the flakies in here, especially the pink with the yellow and the lime green flakies. Very interesting combination. For me, I think this would work best as a topper over black. Look like a really cool Halloween Manny. So that's going to be for next year, or, you know, whenever I want. And this one, I think would look great over black too, because it doesn't have as much pink, but it definitely has a lot of orange and yellow and lime green flakies along with the lime green base. I do want to keep both of these, so I think this will be fun as a wear test. Mismatch Manny over black on for each. I'm sure they could go over other colors as well, but I think I want to start off with black. So these two are staying for now. Quick comparison, you can see how much more pink is in this one, but this one definitely covers better. So we're gonna see when I finally wear them as a mismatch thing. Next, we are talking about H&M's Precious and Sweet and Sour Lacquer's Petrie from the Land Before Time collection. So I do really like to keep all my H&Ms because sometimes they're just gone forever, and this one is definitely gone forever. When I did my showcase of H&M a few years ago and I tried to add it to the description box, like the link to buy it, it was gone. And this is the only H&M I've actually tried in my collection. I'm neglecting my H&M collection real bad, but I do plan to wear a lot of them in November. But these two aren't as similar as I thought. This is more of a large particle shimmer, as this one is not. And I don't want to break up the collection because I really like that whole collection from Sweet and Sour Lacquer. And this one is a rarity from H&M. It's looking like an indie for a department store brand. So I'm keeping both, but let's have a look. So there is the H&M. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how shimmery that one is. It looks so gorgeous in the sun. I cannot say enough about the H&M. And the Petrie, it's looking a bit dull, so I think I only put 2 coats on there, so I'm definitely gonna have to put I'm definitely gonna have to put 3 coats to amp up the shimmeriness. But the H&M I definitely do like better, so I don't know, maybe I will destash the Petrie one, but we will see, because like I said, I really don't want to break up that collection. And I see me going through this H&M kind of fast, even though I am neglecting my H&M collection. Yeah, we'll see. But I definitely do love the H&M more. After that, I feel like this is my most shocking comparison. This is ILNP's Candlelight and Hollow Taco's Existential Crisis. I've seen these compared a few times, and I feel like the bases are similar, but it does have different components. We have the scattered hollow in here, and then we have the flakies in here, like those little, no, they're not flakies, they're actually glitters, like little circle glitters. This is a really interesting polish. I feel like it's one of the most interesting polishes that Hollow Taco has come out with. And a lot of people have called this a blue polish because of the base in there. It looks pretty blue, but you know, the shimmer also takes away from the blueness, so it's a kitchen sink polish, I feel. And I haven't got either of these in my nail. They're pretty coveted in both the indie brand world for each individual brand. So let's have a look. So there is Candlelight and there's Existential Crisis. Definitely a lot more blue in the Existential Crisis, and there isn't a lot of linear hollow either. There's scattered hollow and linear hollow in here. So I feel that really makes Candlelight so unique. And we all love kitchen sink polishes. They really just make for a beautiful manicure because there's just so much going on and so much to focus on. It's like you just focus on it all together and it makes it a beautiful, beautiful thing to have on your nails. So these two are both staying. Next two, we're talking about Comfort Polish for Days and MJ Lacquer. This is called Just Keep Swimming and Save Our Island. This is a beautiful, beautiful flaky bomb. I love how much the pink flakies sing against that blue jelly base. It's based off Finding Dory from Finding Dory, yeah, from Finding Nemo. I think that was the sequel. I don't even remember because I haven't seen the second one. But anyhow, it is a really fun summer polish, and the MJ Lacquer is obviously different. It's more in a light blue base, and it has a bit more micro glitters in it, and the pink flakies are just a bit lighter too. I mean, I don't need to wear these as a mismatch mani because I'm probably going to keep both of them. But I do like the components in each, especially the MJ Lacquer. It's just stunning. There they are on the swatch wheel there. Like I said, I just love how much the flakies glow against that blue jelly base. And this one isn't a jelly base. It isn't a crelly either. I guess it's kind of a jelly base, but not as jelly as this one because you can see just how see-through that one is more on the swatch wheel. But I do really like both of them. I mean, they're really pretty, and pink and blue is just one of my favorite combos to wear on my nails. As you see a pink and blue with the shimmer there. And we have flakies in a blue base. So, I mean, they're both staying. Why not? After that, we're taking a look at Lumen's Wild Moon and Polish for Days Wherever You Dwell. Polish for Days, this one was a Halloween one that came out 2 years ago. I thought to get this one because I knew how much the underglow was in this one, but this one has more of like a violet blue underglow, as you can see, and I think it's going to be really, really interesting. I think this is a great Christmas wear too because of all the gold that's in there. It looks very ornamental to me, not just Halloween. So, I mean, but who knows? I might not even like the blue underglow that's in here. So we're going to have to see, but I know I loved this one. It was, oh man, I think I'm going to have to get this one on my nails again in November because it was really gorgeous. So that is the Polish for Days, and that is the Lumen. You can see the violet blue underglow, which makes this polish really unique. I think it's going to go great with my skin tone. I love underglows. I mean, they're so gorgeous, and this one I've already tried, so it's staying. So we will have to see with that one, but I think they're both different enough to have in my collection, to be honest. It just depends if I like each of them. Next up, we have Cupcake Polish's Heart of Iceland and Morgan Taylor's Sunrise in the City. Both I've tried on my nails, and they are both sensational. I mean, there's definitely more shimmer in the Cupcake polish, and this one has more of a copper undertone, but they each have their nuances that make them different. And this is my one and only Morgan Taylor, so I'm definitely going to keep it. And this one I think I could use more as a topper because of the sheerness and just how much shimmer is in there. I mean, it would take one coat to put over black or blue or even a nice orange to bring more of the orange out. We'll see. So there's Heart of Iceland and there's Sunrise in the City. You can just see how glowy Heart of Iceland is. It is such a beautiful transitional shade from summer to fall, and I just pretty obsessed. I do like how much more pink is in the Cupcake polish. So, I mean, man, they're both staying. I'm sorry. They're staying. So the next three are a bit tougher. This is Polish for Days Games of Flora, which came out in PPU 2023. Dom Polish's Dingleberries and Room for 1,000. So Room for 1,000 has the same underglow that is in Wherever You Dwell, but this one is a bit more prominent, maybe because the base is just showing it off a bit more. But these three, a bit hard. I refrained from picking up I'm Haunted from her Halloween collection this year because I forgot that I had this one. It looks pretty similar, and so I mean, the Polish for Days is pretty different. I mean, okay, the Polish for Days is different from this Polish for Days and not similar at all to the Dom polish because of how much pink is in the middle one. So really, it comes down to these two. And they, I mean, they're not similar, but they're not so different. So I am going to have to do a mismatch mani with these ones. But I see myself destashing the Dawn polish because I just love that purple underglow that's in these two polishes. So we're gonna have to see with those three. I thought I had, see, I can't even tell right now. Oh goodness. Yeah. Okay, so that one is Room for 1,000 and that one is Dingleberries. I thought I had this one swatched, but I didn't. Sorry about that. But I mean, you can see how much more pink is in this one, like a mauve pink, with the scattered hollow as well, which either of these do not have because they're straight shimmers. But I mean, I don't know. They're very similar. So like I said, probably the Dom is going to go because I just love the Polish for Days so much. But yeah, Mismatch Manny to the rescue with that one. As for these 5, I'm a little embarrassed about how similar all these are because, but I mean, your girl has a type and nothing wrong with that, you know, but I mean, I definitely don't need all of these. So I know for sure I'm probably going to give this one to my niece. That's how you know, because she really likes this one. She's used the majority of the bottle and, you know, I think she will use this one a lot. Maybe because I just had it on display for a while and it's just the one that she gravitated to the most, but yeah, she does like this one. And then these two, sorry for the mess on the bottle. This is Jen & Barry's Valley Girl and Polish Days 2019 that I haven't tried yet, but I mean, you guys let me know, are they similar enough to keep? I feel like the glow in this one is a lot more prominent, whereas this one isn't. So I mean, do I need both? Probably not. But we're going to see. We're going to see with these two. I'm not sure yet. These two are definitely not similar at all. 2021 was one of my favorite polishes that came out that year, and it's stunning. Why do I have so much nail? It's because of my nieces. I know this. Okay, anyway. So, anyway, this one has this periwinkle blue base with that strong, strong pink to orange shimmer. And then this one is kind of in the same base color a little bit, except it's just a bit more purple and it has more of a orangey green shimmer. So I haven't tried this one. Oh my god, 5 years. Let's not talk about it. But yeah, these two are definitely not going anywhere. I mean, these two, I thought they were similar, but they're really not. But on the swatch wheel, they do look similar. So let's have a look. They're all over the place. So this one's Jen & Barry's Valley Girl. You can see just how like the glow in it is just sensational. So pretty. And then I believe this one is 2019. The glow is not as prominent. So maybe I would be okay with getting rid of this one. And then this one is That's How You Know. Oh my gosh, I don't even know actually. Wow. Okay, so like I said, they look pretty similar on the swatch wheel. I really don't need both. So yeah, I'm going to give this one to my niece. I'm pretty sure about that one. And then this one I am going to keep. It's one of my favorites that came out that year. It's stunning. And 2020 to be decided because, oh, it's right there. I mean, that's pretty different enough to keep. So I'm going to keep that one, especially since I haven't tried it yet. Okay, so tragically, that is only 4 polishes I'm thinking of getting rid of. But I mean, who knows? It could be more after I try all of them. You never know with me, you know. I'm kind of all over the place with my polishes. It's really hard for me to destash. But, I mean, this wasn't too bad. So far, I think I've got rid of 20 to 25 polishes this year. But it's still not under 1,000, so your girl's got a way to go. I'm going to try and do another installment of this because this is one of my favorite series to post. And I really do appreciate your guys' help in the comments. It's super helpful. So let me know what you thought of this one, what you think I should get rid of, what you think I should keep. But anyway, trying and destashing or gifting, we'll see. But this one I'm definitely gifting to my sweet niece. And then these 3 I'm going to have to try. But I'm probably going to most likely destash the Dawn polish because I don't need both of these in my collection. Like, let's just be real. But anyhow, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into the destash comparison video. I really do appreciate all the newcomers that have subscribed and left really sweet comments. You guys are all gems. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Take care.